Moving at the speed of sound, quickest hedgehog around, teams up with the super fighting robot, Mega Man! Yeah, the Mega Man cartoon theme was totally lame. So it's January, and we start crossover month with the Archie Comics epic Mega Man Sonic crossover event, Worlds Collide. Warning, massive spoilers ahead. On with the show. Sonic the Hedgehog number 250, Worlds Collide Part 9, All Out War. So we finally reach Act 3 and all the good guys are together, ready to start their siege on the Wily Egg. However, before they can, all the former robot masters come charging out of the egg at them. It is an entire army versus 14 heroes. Yeah, apparently Omega is now on Team Sega-Capcom, even though I don't recall him popping up at all in this series until this point. As the title says, this is all-out war. Sonic, of course, is the first to charge into battle, and we get a lot of heated action. Mega Man comments that it really does feel like he's taken out hundreds of these guys in his history, but he's really glad that the original lineup isn't there, since he's having a hard time destroying these guys all over again. Meanwhile, in the egg, Wily and Eggman watch the battle. They make a bet on who's going to last longer, before turning their attention to Dr. Light. Dr. Light tries to do some speechifying, but Wily interrupts him to tell him how wrong he's always been, while Wily now has complete control. To which Light then basically turns around to every time Wily's lost control over his creations, which has been a hell of a lot. And then he even points to Eggman's failures with things like Chaos and the Ark from Sonic Adventures and Sonic Adventures 2. Frustrated, Wily and Eggman storm off, while Light hopes that his friends are okay outside. Outside, the battle rages on. Best moment ever is that Blaze is facing off against all the other fire-themed robot masters. She actually has what I'm going to call a Phoenix moment, where she goes full epic when she says that she controls all fire and immolates those robot masters. Another notable moment, and this is just because I sort of dig it, among all the other references that are going on, like Charmy taking on Hornet Man or Vector going against Snake Man, is that SBO and Shadow Man actually bow to each other before their fight, and then go at it hardcore. Since this is pretty bombastic and hard to explain, let's go with the simple thing that for the most part everyone does fight against their equals, or at least their semi-equals. I mean, I wouldn't say that Tails facing off against the other Flyers is a fair fight. Oh, and during the scuffle, Mega Man zaps Rouge the Bat back to being furry fat material and not them weird Transformer people fat material. You know the ones I mean. Anyways, the fight continues, but Sonic flying with Tails and Mega Man rides on Rush to charge at the egg while everyone else fights the Robot Masters. On the Wily Egg, however, Orbot comes to Eggman to tell him that there's a low-level transmission coming from the prison area. So Eggman takes Metal Sonic and confronts Light, who used scavenge parts to try and communicate with Rouge. Eggman, being legitimately evil, has Metal Sonic drag him to the bottom of the egg. Eggman opens up the floor and throws Dr. Light down. Mega Man, still far away on his approach, sees his father falling through the air towards the darkness. So, I can say that yeah, this huge battle is really freaking sweet, pitting like powers against each other for various degrees of badass, like the Blaze thing, or just quick jokes like Vector facing Snake Man. There's a lot of robot masters, so you can really see Sonic speeding around, or Mega Man just blasting as much and as best as he can without it feeling like they're actually holding back. But the best part of this issue is Light, Eggman, and Wily's interaction. Light comes off as the altruistic, idealistic robot genius Santa Claus that he is, and Wily, when compared to it, really doesn't show that he's technically evil, but that he's going a different path. Light's whole deal is making a human robot all Pinocchio-like, while Wily actually wants to make robots and doesn't hide behind looking good like Papa Tom does. If I were a Mega Man fanboy, this probably would have really made me just fangasm. But since I am a Sonic fanboy, Eggman being legitimately evil, working things out about a spy, and even chucking Light out with the trash to kill him, is what makes me get that big dumb fanboy grin. Oh, and there's also a reprint of Sonic the Hedgehog number 229, which was the end of the first Genesis arc. I'm not going to say anything on that because it's the ender to that arc, and way before I have so many comics I need to get through before I get to 229. Though hey, Snively and Sally do show up for the show, so yay! Either way, can Light be saved? Well, of course, since it's not that dark of a comic, though I would love to see an Archie After Dark take on this series. Anyways, come back tomorrow.